Welcome WrestlingFigs.com. Tim Ash here with none other than the fallen angel himself, Christopher Daniels. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I'm thrilled to be here. I'm thrilled to be at ComicCon this year, and I'm glad that TNA came out and or Impact Wrestling. Sorry, I'm still getting used to that. I'm glad Impact Wrestling got a chance to be a part of the con this year, and I hope we showed the fans that showed up tonight just what Impact Wrestling's all about.
Is this your first con?
This is my third con. It's the second time I've had a chance to wrestle at Comic-Con, and like I said, I think that we showed them a good one tonight.
You had a heck of a match. That was great.
Man. Thank you very much.
Batman, Captain America.
Exactly. Magneto for the night. Thank you. The master of magnetism.
Tell us a little bit about the experience. I mean, Comic-Con and wrestling usually don't mix, but it's starting to come together. I mean, the wrestling fans came out in droves to Comic-Con this year.
Well, yeah, definitely. I feel like there's a huge crossover between comics fans and wrestling fans because the closest you're ever going to get to real-life superheroes are professional wrestlers. I mean, we tell stories of good and evil, you know, the good guys fighting from underneath to gain victory. That's what professional wrestling is all about, and the best professional wrestling is those stories, the stories that hit home. When I was a kid, I got to see these guys live, and just to watch like the good guys fight valiantly against the forces of evil, that's comic books, that's professional wrestling to me. So I feel like now Impact Wrestling is understanding that our fan base is here. Wrestling's fan base is the comics fan base. So I feel like coming out here and making our presence known, we're widening the spotlight on Impact Wrestling. We're bringing the brand to more and more fans.
I couldn't put it better because you guys are superheroes to wrestling fans and to I mean, I saw comic book geeks going around going, oh my God, there's Christopher Daniels, or there's Mickey James, or whatever. So it's a great mix.
Yeah, I'm just fortunate. You know, I'm lucky that Impact Wrestling and I have had the relationship that we've had. I've been fortunate enough to wrestle all over the world for Impact Wrestling, and so we've built that fan base up. And so to be recognized at Comic-Con, you get guys coming up and saying, "Hey, man, I really love your work. I love what you do." That to me is, you know, icing on the cake. I'm thrilled when I hear someone appreciates the hard work that I put in that ring, and I know the wrestlers in the locker room feel the same way wherever I go.
Now, you being a big comic book fan yourself, who is your favorite comic book character out there?
I grew.
You can only pick one.
No. Well, I'll tell you, it's an easy choice. Since the mid '80s, I've been an X-Men fan. I've been a Wolverine fan. Yeah. The first exposure, this first stuff that I really got into was Chris Claremont and John Byrne, the legendary run on Uncanny X-Men. Yep. That's what got me hooked into comics. 30 years later, I'm still reading them, still loving comic books, still loving Marvel comic books specifically, and yeah, the Wolverine's my guy. Wolverine's my guy.
Awesome. Good choice, good choice.
Yeah.
Now, where do you go in Impact Wrestling from here, and what does wrestling mean to you?
Well, I felt like I was in a bit of a rut. That was the whole reasoning behind me challenging AJ Styles to a match at Destination X. And even though I came up a little bit short, I feel like my performance reminded the wrestling world that Christopher Daniels is still a force to be reckoned with.
That is true.
So now that I've had that match, AJ Styles, Frankie Kazarian, Beer Money, and Christopher Daniels, the members of Fortune, we're going to walk tall in Impact Wrestling. We're going to get rid of Immortal first of all, and we're going to show the world, continue to show the world, that Impact Wrestling is the best wrestling in the world, bar none.
Now, on a lighter note, and I'll let you go because I know you got a lot of fans here.
No worries.
You know, at the end of your matches and when you're on the road and you're at live events, one thing that I think is a class act that you do that I don't know if you can commend it on or not, is you actually thank the fans for coming out. What I would like to do is reverse the role and thank you for being one hell of a wrestler and coming out here and sharing your time and your life with us. And I just want to say thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you have a title around your waist soon enough.
I appreciate that. Thank you, man. If it wasn't for the fans, if it wasn't for their support, you know, we wouldn't be doing this. And I'm lucky enough to be able to do this for Spike TV, to travel around the world. I've lived my dream of being a professional wrestler, and that is because of the fans, the people that got behind me, got behind Impact Wrestling. So when you say thank you for what you do, I say thank you for what you guys have done. If it wasn't for the fans, we wouldn't be where we are today. So it's reciprocal, man. Thank you so much.
I appreciate your time.
No worries. Thank you.
We'll be back with more coverage from Comic-Con.
You know it.